First off, that V4,
Yep.
which I love that boat. So tell
You
me.
haven't seen much of it. New hull, takes the 1500 engine. Getting a couple of them out there. A lot different than the two-strokes. We're the last ones to jump off of the two-strokes and onto the four-strokes. So quite a big learning process, really more for the riders as well to adjust to that. And I see a lot of the riders, like nowadays, I think everyone's coming to World Finals on stuff that literally goes 3 to 5 miles an hour faster than it did last year.
Wow.
And it accelerates even faster. And I don't think all of them have trained for that. Everyone wants to have this fast boat now, which is cool. You can buy one, but we'll see how it comes out to be essentially. You know, Fraser's always talked about speed limits, and for years I thought he was batshit crazy. And now, like, he's 100% right.
Okay.
I think you'll see that because the boats are, you know, like the two strokes, you had to build them. I'm doing an interview. I turn this on.
Go to work now?
No. The two strokes you could, you know, you had to have skills to ride them. It was harder to build stuff that went fast. You couldn't essentially just buy it. You know, the checkbook wouldn't allow you to buy something super fast as it was. And now, like, you know, everyone's aftermarket hull with a stock engine goes literally as fast as all of our triples did almost. And yet they accelerate even harder. And so it's definitely different for sure. I see a lot of people on, and it doesn't matter what aftermarket hull it is, I see people that are going slower than they used to go.
Where next for you? 'Cause I know you guys are always innovating.
Yeah, just the fours really. I mean, Bullett's always truly just been a hobby shop, and we literally sold hulls to pay for our addiction to go racing. And so for us, if I sell enough boats to pay for my racing, then, you know, we still race. You know, my dad still wants to do it, and he builds stuff, and, you know, it's still fun. It's enjoyable as it is. I mean, I build this stuff for fun, but at the same time, like, I know that it's not the evolution of the sport per se. I think that we're getting farther and farther away of what, like, would be the evolution.
Interesting. And great philosophy from, in our opinion, one of the top three, right? You're a huge innovator. You've made massive advances in this sport.
Correct.
I mean, think about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, essentially when we got into the aftermarket hull business, the hydrospace was dominating the sport. And we came along and we built an aftermarket hull to compete with the hydrospaces that were on the track dominating. And we did it with the two-stroke, and we essentially, you know, took the hydrospaces right off the racetrack. I think this year there'll be good racing because more people will be on more similar watercraft. You know, an aftermarket hull with a 1500 is the choice now. And so I think you'll see more better racing, but I think you'll still see that the back half will struggle with the power and what they've been able to, like, buy almost, you know.
While I have the chance to touch base with you on the importance of the hull in the whole scheme of things on the water, how important, in your opinion, is the hull and why?
The hulls, I think nowadays that, you know, I think it was more important back in the day, but it's still important. But kind of what's happened now, like everyone with the new engine packages with the 1500 is everyone's pretty similar on horsepower now. And so now it's going to play more into effect on what hull is working better still in what water conditions. To me, there's three of us that are doing this, and each one of us have a hull that probably works better in a certain water condition. You know, I don't think there's one all-around hull per se that literally suits that. You know, I've had stuff in the past. You know, our V3, in my opinion, with the triple in it, was probably the best stand-up hull ever made. Super easy to ride, super fun, works really, really well. Now we've gone with the four-stroke engines. They're bigger, they're heavier. It takes more rider input to work the boat, to do things with it. You know. And so now it's playing more into effect. Like, I mean, it depends on the water conditions. If 10 people go to a race, there's 10 different stories on what everyone sees at that race, you know, and normally, like, we've been pretty good at, like, seeing what's going on with the race and being able to adapt for sure, you know. When you get leveraged with boats that have more horsepower and different things like that, then that kind of changes the evolution of the sport, in my opinion. And you know, the cream always rises to the top, and so it's like, yeah, we're a little late to the 4-stroke game, but you know, I've been doing this for, I don't know, 30 years now, and it's like the results prove themselves for over the years.
True story. Hey, bud, thanks for letting me catch up with you. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Can't wait to see you guys on the line.
Right on.